awake, ain't she? No, you're keeping us awake. Based on the oven. Go back to bed. It's all right, Molly. Annie's here. It was Mama, Annie. We were flying on the ferry boat. And she was hoping to sail through the ships. And then she was walking away. Waiting. And I couldn't find you no more. Any place. Molly, don't cry. Here, blow. It was only a dream, honey. I ain't gotta go back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock. Annie, read me a note. Again? Please. Sure, Molly. Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie. She was born on October 28th. We will come back to get her soon. We have left half of the silver locket around her neck and kept the other half. So that when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby. All right. Do you want to sleep with your teeth inside your mouth or out? I dreamed about having mother and father again, but you're lucky. You really got them. I know. Somewhere. Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. Maybe bring her coffee. She may be spraying his pie. Maybe in a house out in Maya Hill. She's been playing piano. He's been paying a bill. Betcha they're young. Betcha they're smart. Bet they collect things like ashtrays and art. Betcha they're good. Why should they be? Their one mistake was giving up me. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby, Betcha he reads, betcha she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're straight as a lie. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you come get your baby? Michael's never before. I gotta go find him. You're crazy. He's having a pet show. And you paddle. I don't care. I'm not. Okay. Going now. Wish me luck. Bye. Bye. So long. Bye. So long. Go.
Aha! Oh, John. I hear you. I always hear you. Get up. Get up. Turn around. I said turn
It's a hard knock life. Yes, it is. It's a hard knock life. Yes, it is. It's a hard knock
Apples, super nickels. Apples, apples.
Saturday after the orphan picnic.
Sure, kid. Why not? Nobody's buying them anyway.
Gee, thanks, ma'am.
Say, kid, when is that orphan's picnic?
Soon as I take a bite.
Apples.
Hey, there's supposed to be a whole bunch of dogs running wild over the Astor place. Come on, Charlie.
And guess what they didn't get? Here, boy. Here, boy. Oh, poor boy. Once they hurt you, they're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me, too. But don't worry. I ain't gonna let anything happen to you or me. I'll take care of you. Everything's gonna be fine. Not today. Well, tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. Where's away the cobwebs and the sorrow? Till there's none. When it's up the day that's gray and lonely, I stick in my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come with me tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away.
Hey, you, little girl, get over here.
Yes, officer?
That dog there, ain't I seen him running around the neighborhood? Ain't he a stray?
Stray? Oh no, he's my dog.
Your dog. So, what's his name?
His name? His name is Sandy. That's it, Sandy. I call him Sandy, see, because of his nice sandy color.
Sandy Color. Okay, let's see him match to his name.
Answer? You mean when I call him?
Right. And you call him by his name, Sandy.
Well, you see, officer, I just got him. Sometimes he just...
Oh,
Here, Sandy. Here, boy. Here, Sandy. Oh, good, Sandy. Good old boy.
well, maybe he is your dog. The next time you take him out, I want to see him on a leash and with a license. Or else, he goes to the pound and they put him to sleep. You understand?
Yes, officer. On a leash and with a license.
Now get along with you before he gets to death of cold as well.
I don't mind the weather. When it's up the day that's gray and lonely, I stick my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come with me tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow.
once fluent American, but today living in makeshift towns called Hooverville.
Hey, Gertrude. How'd it go today?
7 million people in this town, and you can't even sell one lousy apple.
Listen to this. In New York City alone, there are more than a dozen Hoovervilles. Riverside Drive, Central Park. Hey, here we are, 59th Street and Bridge.
Today we're living in a shanty. Today we're surrounded for a meal. Today it's feeling cold fires. Who knew I could feel?
I used to winter in the tropics.
I spent my summers at the shore.
I used to throw away the paper.
He don't anymore. We like to thank you for really showing us the way. We like to thank you for you made us what we are today.
When charity was round the corner,
Of course we got it for two. And this will happen that you gave us. Yes, we're turning blue. They offered us with their ruler. We paid attention and we chose. Not only did we pay attention, we paid through our nose. And every part we said chicken. But Hoover, he forgot. Not only cause we had the chicken, we ain't got the potato. You left behind your information. So our hearts are out to you. We're up to here with admiration. Now that interest you.
go down the chairs and Christmas dinner.
Be sure to bring the business too. We got the turkey for our stuffing. Why don't we stop you? We like to thank you every day for really showing us the way. You took me out to Europe, right to made us what we are today. Come and get her.
Did anybody hear the redheaded kid in an orphanage 10 years ago?
Madame and Monsieur, there is sir!
Hey kid, you hungry?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Oh, but my dog is.
Well, come on, kid, and bring your dog too. I'll get her a cup.
Here, use mine.
Gee, thanks, lady.
Call me Sophie.
I'm Annie. This is Sandy.
Pleased to meet you. Eat your fill, honey.
Thanks. Ugh.
It's the spot, darling.
Hey kid, what you doing out here this time of night?
I'm looking for my mom and dad. They're lost.
Lost? How long have you been looking for them?
10 years.
Now that's lost.
Don't worry, kid. You'll find him.
You bet I'll find them.
Now there's something I haven't heard since 1928.
What?
Optimism.
What do we got to be optimistic about? Look at us. Life's a nightmare. Well, you got to have a dream. Traffic rattling overhead all night. To wake up with your nightmare. Empty pockets. Well, at least you got pockets.
Well, what about my freezing fingers?
Well, you got them empty pockets. Newspapers for blankets.
Oh,
my ear, but I'll admit, no man has bit. So how come I'm the mother of the year? Little teeth, everything around me is little. If I bring little necks, surely I will get an acquittal. Some women are drifting with diamonds, some women are drifting with pearls. Lucky me, and found everywhere. Little girl. Little shoes, little socks, and it's little blue bug. I cried years ago, it worked for my sense of humor. Someday I'll step on their freckles, some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the blood, send the flu, anything that you can do.
And now, CBS Radio brings you Ma Perkins. Ma's daughter Faye is going to marry Carl Michaels. On Friday, Carl went back to Chicago.
Oh, Carl, don't go back to Chicago.
But no sooner had Carl left town than Dr. Andrew, Carl's physician,
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan, is it?
Yeah?
I'm Lieutenant Ward of the 17th Precinct. We found your runaway. You. She was in one of them Hoovervilles over to the river with a bunch of bombs.
They weren't bombs.
Had to make him up with a bud. He got away.
Oh, poor pumpkin. All in the freezing cold with just that thin sweater. I hope you didn't catch influenza. Thanks so much again, officer.
All in the line of duty. And you, don't ever let me hear that you run away again from this nice lady. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, officer. Now, I'm gonna have your head. And the next time you walk out that door, it'll be 1953. Well, are you glad to be back? Huh?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar! What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie. Well, what's the one thing I always taught you?
Never tell a lie, Miss Hannigan.
Oh, but you do not get fired. Having a border buck sticking their nose in here. Well, you'll pay for it. I promise.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yeah?
Oh, good. I'm Grace Farrell of the New York City Board of Orphans.
Boy! Hold it! I can explain everything. It wasn't my fault. It was Annie, if you got
Miss Hannigan.
Sure, you know what? She was so pissed to tell me.
Miss Hannigan. I'm sorry, but I haven't the slightest idea of what you're talking about.
Wait a minute. Hold it, sister. I get it. If it's beauty products you're peddling, I don't need any. Get out!
Miss Hannigan, I'm not peddling anything. I'm private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
Oliver Warbucks. The Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks.
Oh my God! I read Winchell's column that Oliver Warbucks has more don't bring me than Nelson Rockefeller.
I would know I don't read Mr. Winchell. Miss Hannigan, Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays at his home. I'm here to select one for him.
Sorry, wouldn't rather have a lady. I got 2 weeks coming. What sort of oven did you have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi, happy Peon, Mississippi.
And cheerful.
And how old did you say?
Oh, wait, it doesn't really matter. Say 7 or 8. 9. 10. Yes, 10 would be perfect. And I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers red-headed children.
10. A redhead. Nope. Ain't got it.
What about this child right here?
Oh, no. You wouldn't want her. Well, she's a drunk and a liar. Don't forget liar.
Yes, I'm sure she's a drunk and a liar. Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' house?
I would love to. I would really like to.
Hold it. Now you can have any orphan in the orphanage, but not Annie. This brat needs to learn her place and get what's coming to her. Now, I don't mean 2 weeks in a lap of luxury.
Why?
I just told you.
Miss Hannigan, I assume this has something to do with all that business about the laundry bag and the police? Perhaps I should call Mr. Donatelli at the Board of Orphans. It is a terrible time to be out of work, Miss Hannigan. Sign it.
I'll sign it. I'm an easy gal to get along with. If it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want. So if you get her coat, I'll be taking her along right now.
Coat? She don't have no coat.
All right, then, we'll buy her one. We'll go to Best and buy you a warm winter coat. Come along, dear. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is waiting outside.
I can hardly believe it.
She can hardly believe it.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan. I'm Season's greetings.
Hey, kids! I'm getting out for Christmas. I'll write to you. Bye!
Someday I'll run to the nut house with all the nuts and the squirrels. They'll stay tucked away till the prohibition of
Oh, good afternoon, Miss Madam.
Good afternoon, Drake, everyone. Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
What I called to know is playing from Chicago Ryan. Someone expecting any minute.
You really live here? Or is it first train station?
We really live here. Has the carpet been put on the dining room, Mrs. Greer? Yes, miss. And has the star baby too? Yes, miss.
Everything is in order, Miss. Mrs. Pugh has prepared his favorite dinner.
Fine.
It would be good to have Mr. Warbucks come again.
Yes, 6 weeks is a long time.
Yes.
Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone! Everyone, quickly!
Everyone, this is Annie. She'll be staying with us for the next 2 weeks for Christmas.
Miss?
Annie,
coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Well, of course, dear.
Gee, I really love my new clothes, Meryl.
I'm glad, dear. Now, Annie, what would you like to do first?
Oh, the floors. I'll scrub them. Windows.
No, you won't have to do any cleaning while you're here.
I won't.
No, of course not. You're our guest, and for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a swell time. Now, Cecile will pick out all your clothes.
Green is the best color. Never lightly.
Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Greer.
So bullseye thing.
A cat comes in to make your
The
bed.
silk, no, the satin sheets, I think.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
The swimming pool is to the left.
Inside house. Oh boy.
The tennis court is in the rear.
If we pick up the rent.
Have an instructor here at noon. Oh, and get that Don Bunch fellow if he's available.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake,
When your promise is due, not to take it away.
no need to pick up any toy.
That's okay. Haven't got any anyway.
No finger will you lift, my dear. We have but one request. Please put us to the test.
I know I'm gonna like it in our suit where I sit and breathe. Get me now, holy cow! Could someone make me bleed? What's your name?
We never had a little girl. We never had a little girl.
I'm very glad to volunteer.
We hope you understand. Your wishes are command.
I know I'm gonna
Been away 6 weeks. Where the hell is everybody?
Oh, welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
Good to be home.
How was your flight from Chicago?
Not bad. Took 11 hours and we only had to land 4 times. Now, first things first. Has the painting arrived from Paris?
Yes, sir. They're just about to hang it now, sir.
Ah, good. Ah. Yes. No, I don't think so. Grace,
Yes, sir.
messages.
Yes, sir. President Roosevelt, he wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow. Anyone else?
John D. Rockefeller, Mahatma Gandhi, Will Rogers, and Dr. Martin.
Nothing urgent. What did Harpo want?
He didn't say.
Wait a minute. There's something about her smile. Maybe I could learn to live with this thing. Hang her in the bathroom.
Yes, sir.
Dre, I want my smoking jacket and brown velvet pants.
Mr. Warbucks.
Oh, and Mrs. Pugh, I won't be having dinner tonight. I've got hours of paperwork to get through.
Yes, sir. Mr. Warbucks.
Grace, I'll need you for dictation.
Yes, sir, but Annie has been...
All right, it's good to see you all again. Dre, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir. Staff dismissed.
Grace, if you get your notebook and follow me. What is that?
This is Annie, Mr. Warbucks. The orphan will be staying with us for the Christmas holidays.
The orphan. But that's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
Sorry, sir, you just said orphan. So I chose a girl.
Well, I suppose you'll have to do. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Sir?
What's your last name, child?
Oh, I've got a last name, sir. Miss Warbucks. That I know of.
So you're just Annie, huh?
Just Annie. I'm sorry that I'm not a boy.
I don't suppose you'd like to meet Lou Gehrig.
Lou? Oh, boy, sure. Who is Lou Gehrig?
I couldn't be happier that you'll be spending Christmas with us. Grace, we'll start on the figures for the RR shipments from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night here, sir.
It is. Oh. Well, Lanny, your first night here, I suppose we ought to do something special for you. Why don't you sit down? Would you like to? Would you like to go to a movie?
I'd love to. I mean, I heard a lot about them, but I've never really been to one.
Never?
No, sir.
Well, then we've got to do something about that right away. And nothing but the best for you, Annie. First you'll go to the Roxy, then an ice cream soda at Rumpelmeyer's, then a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Golly!
Grace, forget about the vacation for tonight. Instead, you take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Aw, gee.
Something the matter, Annie?
Nothing, sir. It's just, aw, gee.
No, what is it, child? You don't want to go to the Roxy?
No, I want to. It's just, well, I thought you were going to take me.
Me? Oh, no, I'm afraid I'll be far too busy tonight to go to
Aw,
any...
gee.
You see, Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks on an inspection tour of my factory. Oh, what's left of my factory's been this darn depression. And when a man is running a multi-billion-dollar corporation that is just...
Oh, sure. I know. That's okay, Mr. Warbucks.
Excuse me, sir. Bernard Baruch calling.
Good. Hello, Barney. Yes, got in about an hour ago. No, Detroit and Chicago. Barney, I didn't like what I saw out there. Factory shut down. My factory shut down. You're damn... You're darn too... When I'm not making money, nobody is. And damn... Darn it, Barney, your pal Roosevelt has got to do something drastic. He's got to come up with a new approach, a new plan, a new something. Yes, I know he's a Democrat, but he's a human being, too. Yes, I'll talk to you about it. Come on over here tonight. Yes, I'll be able to... I can show you the... Barney, maybe tomorrow night. Tonight? Tonight I've got a date to go to the movies with a 9-year-old girl.
10.
Oh, I'm sorry, Barney, she's 10. Trey!
Yes, sir.
Coates!
Yes, sir.
Grace, you'll come to a course?
Of course.
Will you be wanting the Bentley, sir? Or the Duesenberg?
The Duesenberg. No, wait! This child's been cooped up in an orphanage. We'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Sure, why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Smell that. Marvelous. Fifth Avenue's bus view. You don't realize how much you miss it. This whole darn city till you've been away from it for a while. Like the man says, after New York, every place else is Morero. Why, see, what is it about you? You're big, you're loud, you're tough, and why, see, I go years without you, then I can't get enough of cab drivers answering back in language far from pure, enough of frankfurters answering back, brother, you know you're in NYC, too busy, too crazy, too hot, too cold, too late, I'm sold again on NYC. Come on, Slowpoke, we've got to Times Square, the pulse, the drive. You might say that I'm square, but there I come alive. The city's life as the baby I can. It whistles, it shoots, it rains.
I think that I will live here all of my life and never see these days.
NYC, the whole world keeps turning.
By bus,
By train, you can't
explain.
California, take it for their art. If ever comes a dress to NYC, to borrow a penthouse, that's where we'll hide. Why not?
I'm trying to watch a movie here.
Popcorn. What do you say to some popcorn? I haven't had popcorn since. Give in. Don't fight. Good girl. Good night. Sleep tight. NYC.
Come on! Mom's gonna kill us!
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan. Oh, yeah, Farrell. You're early. Only 1 week. What's the matter, Warbucks? Got up with Annie already? Oh, no. On the contrary. Mr. Warbucks is delighted with Annie, and Annie is having the time of her life. Oh, nice. Yes, she and Mr. Warbucks are practically inseparable. They go everywhere together. To the Roxy, the Stock Exchange, and oh, guess where they had lunch yesterday? The Waldorf. The Automat. Oh, the Automat. And she just loves her new coat. She never takes it off. Never. Never. Miss Hannigan, I can, see you're busy, but this has to be signed and brought back to Mr. Donatelli at the Board of Orphans by no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. What for? Well, because Mr. Warbucks is so taken with Annie that... Guess what? What? He
doctor. How nice. How wonderful. Now let me get this wonderful news straight. Annie is gonna be Warbucks' kid, the daughter of a millionaire.
Oh, no, no. The daughter of a billionaire.
A billionaire.
And Mr. Warbucks told me to drop by in person to tell you that Annie won't be coming back here ever.
Never! Would you excuse me for a little moment, please? You got any more wonderful news?
Well, I told you about the coat.
Yeah, you told me about the coat.
Well, then, good day, Miss Hattie.
Yeah, good day.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oops, pardon me, darling. Hiya, sis. Long time no see.
Oh, God. It never rains, but it pours. They finally let y'all Leavenworth.
I got 6 months off for good behavior.
I'll bet. What was it this time, Rooster?
Some old geezer from Yonkers said I swindled him out of $1,100.
Oh, yeah? Why'd he say that?
Because the rooster swindled him out of $1,100.
Well, sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from Jersey City. Miss Lily St. Regis.
Oh, I named after the hotel.
Which floor?
Don't you just love Lily, sis?
I am nuts about it. Rooster, do me a favor. Get out of here and take the hotel with you.
Come on, sis.
Hey, look for another handout, huh?
I got $80 coming in the mail Thursday. So all I need is 10 to tide me over.
Not even a nick in the subway, Rooster.
A $5, Aggie?
I gotta laugh. You and all your big talk gonna be living in clothes.
Well, this ain't exactly Buckingham Palace.
Oh, yeah? Well, I want a city. Steady salary, free food, free gas and electric. I'm doing all right.
Sis, you're doing like I'm doing.
Wow, see.
Aggie, how'd the two Hannigan kids ever end up like this? On the skids. I remember the way our sainted mother would sit and croon us her lullaby.
She'd say, kids, there's a place that's like no other. You gotta get there before you die.
You don't get there by playing from the rule books.
You step the aces.
You load the dice. Mother dear, oh, we know you're down there listening.
How can we follow your sweet advice too?
Easy street, where you sleep till noon.
Yeah. She'd repeat.
Easy street,
Better
get there soon. So Aggie, who was the doll I bumped into when I come in? Looks like she had a few bucks.
Sure, swallow the Warbucks.
See all the Warbucks? The millionaire?
No, the billionaire you don't hotels for smoking that mansion on Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue? He don't live on Fifth Avenue.
Peter, where does he live?
Easy street, where the rich folks play. Till Easy Street, when anyway?
Brought me the wonderful news that Annie, one of the orphans from here, Annie, God, oh, hate that kid, is getting adopted from Warbucks. Gonna have everything. The rotten kid is gonna have everything.
Some of you orphans living around the larceny. It ain't fair.
That ain't fair.
It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4 while she gets $4.
Oh, the little brat. It ain't fair. This here life is driving me nuts. Wow, we get peanuts. She's living fat.
Maybe she holds the key, that little lady,
To get more bucks.
instead of less. Maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Oh, tell her.
Give you one guess. Yes! Easy Street! Easy Street! Key, yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yes, sirree.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Mr. President, I'll grant you that Barney Baruch and I are not exactly standing on bread lines. Yes. No, I'm not asking for your help. I've never asked for any man's help, and I never will. But I'm telling you, you've got to do something, and you've got to do it damn fast. All right, I'll talk to you about it on Friday. Good. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet and you come over here for supper Christmas Eve with Mrs. Roosevelt on your way to Hyde Park. Wonderful. Goodbye. I thought he was going to say yes. I never would have asked him to come. Grace, call Al Smith and find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and make a note. Friday morning, 11 a.m., meeting at the White House with President Roosevelt.
Yes, sir.
The package from Tiffany's?
Yes, sir. Arrived this morning.
Fine. I'm going to give this thing to her, then tell her I'm her doctor. Where is Annie?
She's upstairs in her room, sir, writing another letter to her friends at the orphanage. I'll have Drake call her.
Fine. Damn.
You don't have to be nervous, sir. She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Damn right she is, and I'm not nervous. Get her down here.
Drake, Mr. Warbucks will see Annie now.
Miss Annie, Mr. Warbucks will see you now.
Thank you, Mr. Drake. Hello.
Hello, Annie. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you, sir?
Fine. Annie, the time has come for the two of us to have a very serious discussion.
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Oh, of course not. Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
Sure.
I was born into a very poor family in what they call Hell's Kitchen, right here in New York. Both of my parents died before I was 10. And I made a promise to myself, one day, one way or another, I was going to be rich, very rich.
That was a good idea.
By the time I was 23, I'd made my first million. And in 10 years, turned that into 100 million. And in those days, that was a lot of money. Anyway, making money's all I've ever given a damn about. And I might as well tell you, Annie, I was ruthless to those people I had to climb over to get to the top. Because I always believed one thing. You don't have to be nice to those you meet on your way up if you're never coming back down again. But lately I've realized something. No matter how many Rembrandts or Duesenbergs you've got, if you've got no one to share your life with, if you're all alone, well, then you might as well be back in Hell's Kitchen and broke. Annie, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Sure.
Good.
Kind of.
Kind of?
Guess not.
Damn. I was in Tiffany's yesterday and picked this thing up for you. I had it engraved.
For me? Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. You're so nice to me. Oh, gee.
It's a silver locket, Annie. I noticed that old broken one you always wear, and I said to myself, I'm going to get that kid a nice new locket.
Gosh, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. Thank you very much.
Here, we'll just take the old one off and...
No! No, please don't make me take my locket off. I don't want a new one.
Annie? What is it?
This locket my mom and dad left with me when they left me at the orphanage. And there was a note, too. They're coming back for me. Oh, I know being here with you for Christmas. I'm real lucky. But I just don't know how to say it. One thing I want in all the world, more than anything else, is to find my mother and father. And to be like other kids with folks of my own.
Annie? It'll be all right. I'll find them for you. I'll find your parents for you. I'll give her a brandy.
It's going to be all right, Danny.
Don't worry, Miss Annie. If there's anyone who can find your parents, Mr. Warbucks is the man.
There's nothing to worry about, dear. Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father. If he has to put everyone in his organization on the job, if he has to pull every political string there is to pull, up to and including the White House.
The League of Nations!
If he should need me, F-E-I, then he will have me, F-E-I.
With all the favors that he's done.
Take it over, all's in one. And then the midnight oil gets burned, till not a stone is left undone. He will search everywhere, and he'll find them, I swear. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long. Wherever they will all get split and disappear. He will use his power to advance his quest. Across the street, across the sea, on each street we guarantee that you won't be an orphan, no, you won't be an orphan for long.
J. Edgar, Warbucks. I want 50 of your best G-men. A day, a week, months, for however long it takes. Put them on vacation and I'll pay for it. I'll pay all costs. Tom, when can I have them? Tomorrow morning. Oh, and Jay, I want Gunderson. We'll take him off the Dillinger case.
Hooray!
Annie, give me your locket.
Mr. Warbucks, I told you that.
I understand, Annie, but it could be our best clue. We'll have the FBI trace where it was bought and then find out who bought it.
Okay. And maybe they should have my note, too.
You watch, Annie. You could be meeting your parents within a couple of days.
Really?
Really?
Oh, boy, I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
Mr. Warbucks says they'll be meeting my mother and father for a couple of days. So,
Of New York's Municipal Orphanage on the night of December 31st, 1923.
And aren't you now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents?
Yes, Bert Healy, I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents' dropped page.
Wow! $50,000! Wow! Oliver Warbucks!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 50,000 smackers! Shut up, Wacky. It's not a joke. I know, Mr. McCracken. Everything you say is no joke. And you move your lips, too.
So, Eddie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks, care of this station in BC, New York, or directly to him
at my home, Bert Healy, 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York. Thank you, Bert Healy, and I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the makers of all new Occident toothpaste with Miracle K64 to fight bad breath for letting me appear here this evening. Good night, Bert Healy. Drop page. Did I just do a commercial?
Good night, Oliver Warbucks. Eddie's parents, if you're listening in, there's $50,000 and a wonderful daughter waiting just for you.
So get in touch right away. You hear?
Well, I see by the old clock in the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say. Occident. Jones. This is Bert Healy saying, hey, hobo dad, hey dapper dad, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be more probably they stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a
papers. Now get out of here and get some $50,000 reward. $50,000? What I couldn't do with $50,000. Oh, God, I hate that Annie so much. You think I was her mother?
Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, Ralph, I'm scared. Something could have happened to her.
Shirley. It's gonna be all right, Shirley. She's gonna be here and she's gonna be ours again. Ma'am, was you working here 10 years ago?
Yeah?
Well, we had terrible trouble back then, and we had to head up north to a farm up in Canada, and we had to leave a baby girl here on the front stoop. Our little girl, our Annie.
Annie? You're Annie's parents?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Please, nothing's happened to her.
Oh, I can't believe it. Annie's parents. Where do you say you're from again?
Well, we come from a little farm up in Canada where they have plenty of ducks and geese and chickens and roosters.
Oh, God, Rooster! Rooster, I never would have known it was you in 100 years!
Oh, yes, sis. And we're gonna put warbucks, too.
Get ourselves 50,000 figures.
This is gonna be the best bunco job ever, Aggie. I know a guy out in Brooklyn who can doctor up a fake birth certificate or any other papers that you want. But we need your help, sis, for details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
Sure, I could help you a lot. But what's in it for me?
3-way split, Aggie.
Hey.
Straight down the middle, 25 grand each, okay? But we gotta do it fast. Give him some of the old rooster razzle-dazzle, huh? In out. 2-3 minutes at the most. Get the money, get the kid, and get the hell out of town.
Yeah, the kid Annie, that's the problem. What are we gonna do with her afterwards?
Aggie, that's no problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears for good. We get the 50 grand, we blow this crummy town, and then me and Lily will meet you where?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt and his so-called brain trust is a great deal of high-flown talk and virtually no action. In a nation racked by poverty, misery, and unemployment, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, Mr. President, we've had enough of your fireside chats.
Criticism, damn it, nothing but criticism.
Oh, I know.
It's awful.
Did anybody see the Washington Post this morning?
My friends, I say again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Every cloud has a silver lining.
No.
You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Oliver Warbucks and friend, Franklin.
Oh, thank you, Willis.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Oliver, good of you to have come. Well, who is this we have here?
This is my good friend Annie. She so wanted to meet you, I couldn't resist bringing her along just to say hello.
Annie? Oh, of course. The little girl who sang so beautifully on the radio last night.
Annie, this is President Roosevelt.
How do you do, Mr. Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? You're as lovely as you sounded on the radio.
Thank you, President Roosevelt.
Well, shall we begin?
Annie, if you wait outside.
No, Humper. Let Annie stay. Having a child on hand will keep us on our best behavior.
But Mr. President...
Harold, I don't want to hear even so much as a gush out of you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Annie.
Oliver? Well, you know everyone, of course. But Annie, let me introduce you. Secretary of Labor Perkins, Secretary of State Hall, Acting Secretary of the Treasury Morgenthau, Secretary of Interior Ickes, and my friend and aide, Mr. Lewis Howe. Now, Oliver, since you speak for those happy few Americans who have any money left, I'd like to begin with your view on matters.
Well, Mr. President, in the words of Calvin Coolidge, the business of this country is business. And for the good of you, the country, Wall Street, and me, we've got to get my factories open and the workers back to work.
According to my latest figures, there are now 15 million Americans out of work, and nearly 50 million with no visible means of support.
Mr. President, if I may say so, unemployment's not our worst problem. The dispatches from Germany are growing more and more disturbing each day. There could be war.
Germany, hell. People are starving kids.
Carol, I know that, but in the long run...
Cornell! For people who are starving, there is no long run.
The trouble is, it's all happening at once. The stock market's taken another nosedive. Sink-down strikes, riots, floods, dust storms.
The FBI still hasn't caught Dillon.
Well, at least we're all agreed on one thing. The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Quiet! Carol! What did you say, Annie? Oh, no, that's all right. Go ahead, my dear. It's still a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow. With away the cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's none. When it's a star day, that's gray and lonely. I just take my chin and grin and sigh. The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, though only a day away.
Harold, Nicky, stand up! What? You heard me, stand up! Now, Harold, sing!
Sing?
Yes, sing! Like Annie. I've just decided that if my administration is going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country. Now, sing!
Really, Franklin, you know that
Sing! Louder, Harold!
your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow.
With away the cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's none.
Solo for the president! But I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely. I can stick out my chin and grin and say, my friends, everyone, sing!
Tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may.
Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day yes. Now, excuse me, everyone. This isn't for me. It's for you, Oliver, from your secretary in New York. Hundreds of couples jamming street outside house, all claiming to be Annie's parents, have begun to screen them. Suggest you return New York at once. Signed, Grace Farrell.
Well, it looks as though the Hour of Smiles has more listeners than we thought, Annie.
Gee, hundreds of couples. One of them's bound to be my mother and father.
Well, Oliver, as much as I I'm enjoying your company, and especially yours, Annie, I suspect you better get back to New York immediately.
Yes, Mr. President, if you don't mind. Annie?
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Annie.
Bye, Mr. President, and thank you.
No, Annie, thank you. You're the kind of person a president should have around him.
Mr. President, what if we set up 100 or 1,000 federal projects? Dams,
Highways.
new post offices, and put the unemployed to work building them.
We could create 5 million new jobs within 6 months.
And weekly paychecks would get those thousands off the loop and back to paying taxes. We'll build a country so strong that nobody, including Chancellor Hitler, could ever beat us in war.
The FBI caught Babyface Nelson, didn't they? Now we catch Dillinger.
Mr. President, what we need to give this country is nothing less than a new outlook,
A new vision.
a new approach, a new concept, a new dedication,
A new horizon.
a new spirit, a new attitude.
A New Deal! Perkins, gentlemen, I was right the first time. The only thing we have to fear is
Bitter itself.
Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away.
harmony!
Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day.
Mrs. Q, look at all these questionnaires. Do you realize I've talked to 627 women who claim to be Annie's mother, and 619 men who said they were her father? That makes, let me see,
1,246.
all liars. I never realized there were so many dishonest people on the island of Manhattan.
Some of them were from the Bronx Nest.
Grace, we're back.
Where are they, Miss Farrell? Where are all the people?
They're gone, dear. Come and gone. I'm sorry, Annie, but they were all liars and fakes up to nothing but the $50,000.
Aw, gee.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
I was sure someone was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come by special message from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Agent Gunderson has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
That sort of locket was manufactured between 1918 and 1924.
Swords of locket?
Yes. Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Aw, gee.
Annie, I'm afraid that the gist of it is that Gunderson doesn't think there's a chance of me of tracing your parents through the locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, gee, it's in the best good. If you can't find them, no one can. Anyway, I guess if you can get along without folks, I mean, you didn't turn out so bad. You got everything. All them Duesenbergs hanging on the wall.
Excuse us, sir. We'll go check on the dinner menu.
Annie, a Duesenberg is a car. Luke Gehrig is the first baseman for the New York Yankees. And there's something else you should know. I've made me a fortune, that fortune may tempt been headlined and profiled again and again, but something was missing. I never quite knew that something was someone, but who? My speeches are greeted with thunderous acclaim, and to universities bearing my name, but something was missing each time I got through. That something was someone, but who could that someone be? How could she make it known? Who could need me for me, need me for me alone? The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I would find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams can come true. That something is no one but you. Not bad for an old man, huh? Need me for me alone. The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I would find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. Grace!
Yes, sir?
Grace, do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Yes, sir, I'll get them right away, sir.
No, wait a minute. I want you to stay for a moment, Grace. I haven't waltzed since the inauguration of William Howard Taft. Annie? Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
I can't have my real mother and father. There's no one in the world I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Drake! Yes, sir. Drake, call Justice Brandeis and tell him to come over to sign the adoption papers.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, tell Mrs. Pugh that there'll be a house full of guests who'll need flowers, caviar, and champagne.
And cheese.
Cheese?
Yes, cheese. You know, cheese.
Well, Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption, it's going to be a celebration. And you can have anyone in the world you want to come to it. Andrew Mellon, Madam Cheyenne Kaichek, Lou Gehrig.
Anyone in the world? Well, I guess I'd like this Frau here and this Pew and... Well, I guess I like everyone here.
Of course, that's who I like too. Drake,
Yes, sir.
tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and
Oh, Annie, I'm afraid it'll be way past their bedtime. But I'll tell you what, we'll have everyone from the orphanage here tomorrow for a big Christmas party.
kids. Miss Hannigan, too?
Miss Hannigan, too. Why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
I'm the luckiest kid. Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot
never gets ever.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you. You wrap me around that cute little finger. You made life a song. You made me the singer.
What's that cartoon you always blah-blah-boo?
Anything
Yesterday was plain awful.
you can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
Not now.
that's then.
I'm bored on Mars.
I'm richer than Midas, but nothing on earth could ever define us. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't do anything but you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Everyone skipped up the party.
Ah, good. Grace.
Yes, sir.
Grace, I think Annie and I should get spiffed up for the party too. Have it. Why, Grace? That's a very pretty dress.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Having that put her into one of her new dresses. It has a CMO, I don't know. Well, gussy her up.
Yes, sir. Just here up, sir.
Annie, everything's humming now. Annie, good times are coming now. Since you came our way, it's Christmas every day. We dismiss bad times, sad times. Now that our rest is
My friends, welcome to the happiest night of my life. I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need
Yes. Sir.
Excuse us, folks. Shirley, look. There's our Annie.
Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge. Mudge is the name. Ralph Mudge. And this is the wife, Shirley.
You never knew it, dear, but you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge.
We was sick and broke, honey, and we didn't know which way to turn. And then a man gave us a chance to work on his farm up in Canada.
But we couldn't bring along no baby.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
Mr. Mudge, is it? We've seen a great number of people.
Proof? I expect you'll be wanting proof of who we are. Well, here's our driver's licenses and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl named Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, October 28th, 1923.
October 28th, that's my birthday.
It was in her notes, sir.
Yes, but I still
Oh,
don't.
mister, please. You gotta believe us. We got in on the Greyhound this afternoon and went straight to the orphanage to fetch our Annie. But when we got there, the lady told us that our baby was up here.
Oh, Annie! All the years I dreamed of holding you in my arms again.
Mr. Mudge, on the night that Annie
Here's
was...
something you wouldn't know about. But on the night that we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half a silver locket with her and kept the other half. So,
Ralph, look! She's wearing it.
and here's the part we kept. Yes, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph. She's our Annie.
She seems to be.
Oh, she is! Well, if you'll get her things together, we'll be taking her along.
Taking her?
No!
What about the money, Mr. Mudge?
Money? Well, we don't have much, but we'd be glad to pay you
You mean
whatever.
that you haven't heard that I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents?
No, sir. Well, we don't know nothing about no check. Besides, we don't want no money for Annie.
Right. We don't want no money for Annie.
On the other hand, Shirley, remember that pig farm out in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to bring Annie up right in the country with fresh air, fresh eggs.
Fresh ham.
Yeah, fresh ham. Certified, huh? All I have to do is make it out to myself.
Yes, that's correct. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yes, tomorrow morning, Christmas. You wouldn't mind if Annie stayed over tonight, and then you can come back and pick up the check and Annie.
Oh.
Oh! Well, yes, whatever you prefer, sir. So I guess we should be getting back to our hotel now. Goodbye, Annie.
Bye, Annie. Love.
Until tomorrow morning. And then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Well, goodbye, all. Oops, pardon me, Don. Merry Christmas!
Season's greetings.
Well, Annie, this is wonderful news. Annie has found her parents, and they seem to be a very nice couple.
They sure did. You're lucky, Annie.
Real lucky. Just think. New Jersey.
Mrs. Pugh,
Yes, sir.
champagne.
Yes, sir.
We must celebrate because it's Christmas Eve and we've just had the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her parents. Everyone, I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie. Oh, Annie.
Grace.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
I seem to have the same effect on everybody.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, that Mr. Mudge. I think I've seen him someplace before. I just can't seem to remember where or when. But I have the strangest feeling he's not who he says he is.
Franklin, I need your help.
Of course, Oliver. Whatever I can do for you.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Miss Warbucks, Miss Farrell.
You're up early.
Yes, well, my folks are coming for me. So I guess I'm just waiting for them here. Bet they'll be taking me out to the country. Will you come and visit me sometimes?
Yes, Annie. I'll see you.
You're up early, too.
We've been up all night, dear, and had quite a time of it. FBI men coming and going. Annie, did you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Yes, Annie. I've got something very difficult to tell you, and the President is going to help me tell it to you. Mr. President.
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you, too.
Franklin.
Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. Through the paper and the handwriting on your note, he succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, we already know that, Mr. and Miss Mudge.
No, dear, they aren't your parents. Your parents were David and Margaret Bennett.
David and Margaret Bennett? Where are they?
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
You mean they're dead?
Yes, dear.
So I'm an orphan after all. Like the other kids.
Are you all right, Annie?
Yes, because you see, I guess I always knew my folks were dead because I knew they loved me and they would have come for me if they weren't.
I love you. Annie Bennett.
I love you too. Now who in the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
That girl? Who in the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but the thing is, they knew about the locket.
The locket? That is your key.
But no one else knew about the locket besides us and the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Ah, Miss Hannigan. I am delighted to meet you.
Same here, and I've known you anywhere as yours. The Warbucks, right?
Yes, Miss Hannigan. Allow me to introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell, of course. And this is the President of the United States. And this is my butler, Drew.
Hi, kids. Hi, Annie. Gee, what a great place. Look, Nathan, there's presents here for all of us.
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come from the FBI.
Good. Comes the dawn. Now it all fits together.
Annie, come look at this.
Leaf lizards. Who would have guessed?
Sir,
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Show them in, Drake.
With pleasure, sir. Won't you please come in, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
Good morning. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
We don't mean to bother you on Christmas and everything. We just came to pick up Annie and her suitcase. And, of course, the check.
Oh, yes, I'd almost forgotten. The check. Here it is, Mr. Mudge. $50,000 certified.
Certified. Paid to the order of Ralph Mudge.
Read it again.
Paid to the order of The Jig Is Up.
Yes, the jig is up, Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Mr. Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dick.
Mr. President, I believe that fraud is a federal offense and that your Secret Service men have the power to arrest.
Yes, Oliver, they certainly do. Louis, turn them over, sir.
And I believe you'll find that this woman is their accomplice. Arrest her too, please.
Hey, well, I never seen these people till yesterday.
Yes, sis. If Lily and me is taking a fall, so are you.
Mr. Warbucks. Oliver. I never done nothing yet.
The jig is up.
Annie. Oh, Annie. Tell him how good and nice I always was to you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but remember the one thing you always taught me? Never tell a lie.
of new life. I know the depression's depressing.
The couches are still, the stores are not filled,
And windows are minus their dressings.
the children don't grin, the Santas are thin.
And I've heard a terrible rumor, no goodwill, no cheer, but we'll get a new deal for Christmas this year.
The snowflakes are bright and falling. They know what up is, know that we mixed it.
And all through the land, folks are falling.
Filled with despair, his covers are bare.
But Santa's got brand new assistants. There's nothing to fear. They're bringing a new deal for Christmas this year.